Cosmetic check. Wild beard is ready, says the truth man. Fire truck behind me. Says the truth man. The channel is no matrix, no simping, all subjects channel. No simping, no pretending like you got a good relationship. No pretending like your wife all submissive and wifey and stuff. If she is, she is. If she ain't, she ain't. I'm not telling you to put your business out there. Unless she plays the victim. Then you need to put it all out there. But I want to talk to you guys that might be divorcing in the future. And I want to talk a little bit about some of the guys that have divorced or headed. I don't know if Aquaman is... Jason Momoa is already divorced, but he seems to be having a good time. I have a friend, we were more closer when we were like younger, but I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I noticed he's starting to bounce back a little bit. Like he's starting to face the grips, if you will. Listen, relationships fail all the time, including those that still together. Like people be faking, man. They be faking like everything is well. And some of them it do be. We commend and congratulate the good relationships because marriage really is the way that it's supposed to be. Unfortunately, it's not the smartest move with today's women, most of them. In fact, it's a dumb move. You really setting yourself up knowing that a lot of relationships fail, but you still willing to roll those dice. And women don't care. I'm probably gonna make another video about this. They're not worried about it because it's a win-win for most of them. I mean, what's the chances you gonna really beat them in family court? And they notice. So they deal with you as such a lot of times. But you can't worry about no family court. Just get your ducats together. Put you some money away. So you can bounce back like Aquaman and like my childhood friend. I have another guy that I grew up with. He just not handling his well. Like he just, you gotta just accept it and move on, man. It happens to the best of us, man. Like sometimes things change. But you gotta move on, man. You think about it, man. How are you helping your life? How are you helping your life by just being sulking over a bad relationship? Is she God? Because if you view her as a God, then maybe that's why the God said, all right, let me show him how she really is. Zap. I mean, it happens, man. You gotta bounce back, man. That's like going fishing 10 years ago, and the fish you caught jumps back in the river or whatever, or something happens where it's gone. You love fishing, but you don't want to fish no more because the fish you liked is gone. Or if like you got a fish tank at home, right? You like looking at fish, you like talking to fish, you like seeing what they do. Your fish dies and you won't put no more fish in the tank. That's what a lot of guys is doing. And since when do you have to have a paper marriage license to consider your relationship real? Well, marriages start in the minds of those involved. They added this little paper stuff to as part of their pimp game. Them peoples. Yeah, man. Oh, no, man. I'm getting married. Go right ahead, sir. Go right ahead. Because as soon as she break it open for somebody else, I'm just going to stay with her. Yeah, she going to be disrespecting you after that. Especially if he put it on her more than you do. She going to be disrespecting you after that. I'm just going to stay with her. I made my vows. Man, listen. You ain't even supposed to make vows. The devil be knowing this stuff, man. You supposed to be yes and no. Yes and no. I'm just gonna stay with her. I don't really care what she do. I'm in this to the end. Simp. You got pimp, simp, and player down the middle. You don't stop being a player when you get married. See, that's where a lot of us guys mess up. And I ain't talking in terms of just having all these women. If that's what you want to do, then do it. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking in terms of how you do things. See, when you stop being a player, even in your finances, when you stop being a player, that's when you're going to start having financial problems. I just think you work too much. You be gone too much. Then, zoop, look at your finances. I don't want you to work third shift. Zoop. So let me tell you this story. Well, never mind. I ain't gonna put that up. Not yet. But this is what I'm telling you, man. If you headed for a divorce, you know whether or not you are. Stop arguing with her. Don't argue with her at all. It's not. Have you accomplished something this far? If your wife think you dumb or she don't respect you, then why are you arguing with her? You need to put her in the rear view. And if she gets with somebody else and she start being who she could have been with you, man, don't worry about it, man. Things happen. These things happen to a lot of men. Don't be like, oh, she would have done that with me. No, just realize that this is what women do. And who knows? Maybe down the line she gonna transform on him. Transformers. Robots in disguise. Robots, this social media, everything just come out on you. Some of these guys come home and their wife just shaking it on TikTok. Shaking it. Got guys J.O.ing on the other side of that phone. You're like, what are you doing? You insecure. I'm just trying to get some views. TikTok be paying good from what I hear. Man, give me your phone. I'm calling the police. Police. And this is what happened to a guy I knew in Texas. His wife, I guarantee you, knowing him, he probably not with her no more. But his wife, he kept saying stuff to his wife. And she kept, not responding. So he looked up. She was texting on her phone. Then he said he didn't think nothing of it. He said something else to her. She did it again. And again. So after the third time, he told me that he snatched the phone. He grabbed her hand and snatched the phone out of her hand to see what she was doing on her phone. She called the police on him. She called the police on him. And they took him to jail on the 4th of July. I mean, the way he told the story, because he had a way of telling stories, I was laughing, but That wasn't really no laughing matter. Like, it wasn't funny. It's just the way he told stories. Like, it was an African guy that I knew in Texas. It was pretty cool. I was pretty cool with. I mean, so guys, just understand these things, man. Relationships come and go. Have you forgotten all the girlfriends that you had before you met your wife? How many of them you with right now? These things happen, man. Don't listen. Suck it up. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Don't keep trying to marry these women either, man. If you get hit one time with some alimony or child support, that should be all it takes for you. Because I've told you that Adam and Eve, they didn't have wedding rings and marriage licenses on paper. That's the hustle of them people. So, fool you once, shame on you. Just brush your shoulder off. Maybe grow a wild beard or something. And then just barbecue, fish, go to the game. You don't have to. I think you always trying to be by yourself. Then Texas, not the state, but Texas. I said Texas. Texts all over her phone, emails. What's this? Oh, that ain't nothing. I just work with him. Go from all that fussing and talking about who you looking at to affairs. Guys, listen, man. It'll be all right, man. It'll be all right. You got to bounce back like Jason Momoa. And like my childhood friend. Like he reads the Bible now. He's bouncing back. He told me some things that he was dealing with her. I'm like, nah, man. I told him, like, nah, dude, that's too much. That's too much. And what I noticed is a lot of my old friends, they used to be like, it's almost like some guys just stop understanding women when they get older. Like I had one guy, his wife was a absolute mess, just disrespectful. Finally, he saw it and like, okay, well, and they not together no more. She's still disrespecting. Like I be looking at Facebook like, I don't be liking her posts. Because I know that some of her posts be directed at him in disrespect. And he just sit back. Like sometimes you gotta expose these women, man. You can't let them sit back and act like they what's the mother on Father's knows best? When they really like Angelina Jolie on or not Angelina Jolie. What's remember War of the Roses with Michael Douglas? Guys, before you get married, you need to watch that movie, man. That is a excellent movie for people that's finna get married. War of the Roses. Cause see, that's how the animosity can get in a marriage, man. And when that animosity get to a certain point, you just got to cut it loose. If you see your wife as being a deceptive person, like a deceiver, you got to cut it loose because you could end up in jail. You could end up like Johnny Depp or like Will Smith. And then Jason Momoa, like, if you don't disclose what she does to make you not want her, then you gotta cut her loose like he did. We don't know what was going on, but he like, okay, well, we not getting back together. And I'm sure, like, sometimes it be, some of the stuff be the man. But sometimes it don't. Sometimes it don't, man. It just, when you get married, man, y'all supposed to be a team. A team. If this lacks, the other person has to do whatever is necessary to get up to the area that you want to be at. This is one of the things that I saw with my own parents. Like when things was happening, like my father get laid off. How is it still the same? Like, how is my, like, if one person got laid off, right? What the other person supposed to do? That's the little stuff that people just don't understand that can send things to spiral. Double standards, being selfish. We're going to have some videos today, but I got to get going. Like, I got a contract I got to do real fast. And maybe afterwards, I'm going to make a couple more videos. This is The Truth, man. The channel is The No Matrix. No being depressed after your relationship goes sour. No simping. All subjects channel. Thanks for watching.